everybody, I am here with Theo this morning and I want to give you an update on his training. If you remember, I introduced him to you about 2 weeks ago and then you just didn't hear from him again. And there's a reason behind that and I want to share that with you this morning. So whenever you're working with live animals that have their own emotions and their own physical bodies to deal with, and especially when we're working with a dog like Theo who has a lot of anxiety, things don't always go according to plan. His anxiety was affecting him physically, and so he was having really irregular, loose bowels. He wasn't necessarily eating like he should, and so we just wanted to get that checked out to make sure that he was healthy to continue training before we pushed on, because our training that we do here is very physical and mental for the dog. We ask a lot out of them, and if they're not feeling up to it physically, if they're not feeling well, they're not going to be getting the most out of their training, and they're going to actually really struggle and fall behind. And so because of him, because we knew that he wasn't feeling well, we wanted to put a hold on it, and we wanted to have him go see the vet, make sure that everything was okay, get him back to healthy, happy Theo, and then bring him back in to start training again. So his family was really great about this. They took him into the vet, got everything checked out. Turns out that it was just anxiety. There was nothing medical going on, but they did put him on some probiotics. They helped clean out his belly of all of those yucky bacteria and just filled him up with good bacteria, good food, got him eating on a regular schedule again. And now we're ready to bring him back in. He came in on Saturday, so he's been here for 3 nights now. And we have had a great couple of days together. I can already tell a big difference in the way that he's eating. He has firm poops. His attitude is more upbeat. So, I'm so glad that we took the time to make sure that he was healthy and ready for training before we started on this journey with him. So, that's just kind of the unpredictable side of training when you're working with animals, is they don't always go according to your schedule and according to your plan. If it had, he would have actually finished his program and on Sunday and he'd be home already. But instead, we're restarting the program. And in a way, it ended up working out great because it gave his family about a week in between when he left and when he came back again to start working on some things. They started working on crate training at home. They got him really comfortable at just going on and off place. I didn't ask them to do any duration, but I just wanted him to get really comfortable with the cot because he was very, very nervous about it. So they just did a lot of drills, just getting on and off the cot over and over again. And 3 days in, we now have a dog that can start doing duration, that can choose to lie down and get comfortable on here. When he left, he was not a fan of being on this at all. So maybe a little bit of a blessing in disguise that he got that extra time to just practice and become comfortable with it before we jump in and ask a whole lot more out of him. So that's where we're at with Theo. We are still working on a lot of noise sensitivities. If you remember, he is very nervous with loud or high-pitched beeps, alarms. I have a space heater that I turned on the other day, and when you first turn it on, it does a beep beep. That really got to him. We had to turn off the noise on our laundry machine because, we're very aware of the noises right now. But I totally forgot that it makes this high-pitched little jingle when the laundry is finished. And the first time that happened with him, he just tried to bolt and run. And so we had to reprogram that. We're working through it, and I'm actually seeing some really good things with him where he's able to start to think through that fear a little bit. Obviously, we're in the very beginning stages right now, but he is thinking and he's processing rather than just reacting to that fear. And that's great, and we're just going to get to see more of that over these next couple of weeks here. So that's where we're at with Theo right now. Stay tuned. He will be with us until January 1st, and he will be a great example of how we work on some fears and some noise sensitivity and just really helping to build up his confidence. So stay tuned as we help get this guy into the best shape possible.